Hello again, it's Locknoob, and today we get to look at something from Covert Instruments. There's a CI door logo, which I do kind of like, and this is their Riv Pick, and this is, well, it can be used on its own, but it also comes with some stuff to extend out your Covert Instruments multi-tool to actually take the Riv Pick as sort of an accessory. So I'll show you what this does. It's clearly a folding pick, but you can, got to get this right now. You can pop this in like that, clip it in, move this bit up, get everything in, move this bit up like that, trap it in, and then push that whole thing into your Covert companion. So yeah, pretty cool. But we're here to actually look at what this Riv Pick can actually do for us, and it is a folding little pick set which has a rivet in it, henceforth the Riv Pick name. And you can take a tool that you want, fold it out like this, and then because of the way that this is shaped, you can pick without it folding back on you, so it sort of locks it in place, and it's a lot more comfortable than, say, a one of those finger picks where you have to pinch with your fingers like that. If we compare that picking experience to how the picks would feel in the Covert companion, it's night and day. Number one, I've actually got the turning tool expansion here, so which takes up another, probably almost 9mm, and then on this side another 9mm, which makes this whole thing super chunky. You see how wide I'm going to hold this, and also these don't lock in, so they're very hard to use. You can sort of use it in a sort of pinch grip like this, but that isn't really easy to use whatsoever. In fact, it's quite unpleasant to use. So if you did want to actually use the Covert companion as a folding pick set, you sort of have to get the little upgrade, and that means that you can carry around all your bypass tools on here. You could probably even take the picks off if you really wanted to. If there's enough, if you can take off some of the spacers. You can use your expansion for your turning tools as well, which is really cool. There we go, get a turning tool out, and then that becomes so much more easy to use than its standard offering. The profiles included on the Riv Pick are a short flat-topped hook, a medium rounded hook, a quad peak rake, and a quince peak rake, which I think is a good selection of profiles. So let's give these profiles a bit of a go, and we'll be using the turning tools that come as an expansion to the Covert companion as well. So first up, let's try this quad peak, and I've got an Abus 64 Ti 50, and just going to pop some top of the keyway tension in this one like that. Get our pick, go in, and then start to just gently rake this lock, and there we go, have the open. Next up we have this quince peak rake, and I'm going to try and do some bottom of the keyway tension on this pedal lock while keeping clear of the little rivets in this lock. Light tension, and yeah, we got it. A bit more of a challenge now with this American Lock 1100 series with the medium hook. Try and pick in hand. Pin 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and nothing on 5. Go back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4 into a bit of a full set. 5 now. Oh, 5, good. 4, 3, 2 now. Cancel rotation. That felt good. So just need to go back through the lock and see if I can find anything else which is providing some feedback. Pin 5 at the back there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and we are actually open. There we go, got it. And last but by no means least, let's try just a short hook on a lock with a very small keyway. So a bit of bottom of the keyway tension, like that. We're going to go in and see what we can do with this. Starting at the back. Pin 2 there, pins 5. Setting some pins there at the back, so come back to the front. Pin 2 here. There you go. Pin 1 here. And we are open. So there you go, that was the Rivpic in action. And what do I think? Well, I think that it's actually quite good. The choice of tools are really good. I think you're going to get into a lot of locks with a short hook, medium hook and a couple of rakes. When it's extended like this, it's actually quite comfortable. It's not quite as long as a full-size pick, but it is comfortable enough. And I had no problems in sort of picking my way through the locks that you saw me pick through. The feedback was actually pretty good again. The styling of this is good. The finishing of all the tools, if you look here, is really nice as well. Not the highest polish, but adequate and no sharp edges. So yeah, no complaints. You even got the tools numbered here. If you look, you got like a 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is really nice. And I think for something which you could put into your covert companion or throw into a wallet, if you didn't want these picks to get loose, you could wrap a rubber band around this, or maybe some paracord or something, throw it in a wallet. I don't know. There's a whole host of things you could do. You could probably even put like a little keychain loop on that, as long as these weren't going to come loose. I think it's a nice little piece of equipment. It's nice. It's nice. But do I like it? Well, I like it as it is, as a addition to the covert companion. This has become really, really big. You can see that it's let's get there. It's now with the turning tool expansion and the Rivpic included. This is well over an inch thick now, which is just over 3 centimeters, 30 millimeters thick from side to side, which makes using this tool sort of, like I said, as a pick, or even using some of the bypass tools, it makes it really uncomfortable. So really my preference would be something like having 2 covert companions, one with all the bypass tools and one with the removable turning tools and the Rivpic. I just feel that would make it slightly more compact and easy to carry. That being said, there isn't a keychain attachment for this, and these tools do become a bit loose, and it wouldn't really be great for a keychain in that regard. Anyway, an alternative would be something like this to keep it in. You can see that this is quite chunky by now, and I have a little hard case, miniature hard case with a zip, with a carabiner on, which is actually really nice. It's not very big, and you can pick these up if you can find them for not very much money, a few pounds, and that would keep your super chunky covert companion in quite safe. As it stands, like I said, with all the expansions in, this becomes really, really too wide. But does that mean that the Rivpic's bad? No, actually, I really like this. It is $20 US, not including, taxes and shipping and all those other things which may change depending on the country you live in. But just on their website, it's listed as $20 US, which is around £16-ish at the time of recording, and current exchange rates, which of course will also change over time. And I think for that, you're getting quite a cool little EDC style tool, which you could, if you wanted to, add to your covert companion at the cost of it becoming almost ridiculously wide at that point. So I think there are some pros and cons. As a little tool itself, great. In the covert companion, I think it takes away rather than adds, but you may disagree with me, and I think that's absolutely fine. If you do, or you agree with me, let's have it out in the comments below. I do read them all and reply to as many as I can. If you haven't subscribed, now's a great time to do so. If you like this video, hit that like button. It really helps my channel out. And of course, stay safe, happy picking, and I'll see you all next time.